All right, so leaving aside that a jumpy plot and jumpy sense of suspense, we're gonna talk about
The best characters in the whole goddamn movie.
we hate them. We don't know why they're in this movie. I mean, I do know why they're in this movie.
But why?
Every Jurassic Park movie has, children characters.
But these kids,
We don't like them.
they're horrible.
One of them's whiny. The other one's a douche. And so much time is spent on them. I guess that's the biggest flaw. You can even think about them as the main character. They get equal camera time, as do the other characters, but they get a lot more quote-unquote emotional development. Way more than Owen, that's for sure, and I would say even more than Red. And these kids are just not interesting enough to hold the weight of that responsibility. It's time that could have been better spent doing other things, like showing more shots of Red. I would have much rather seen Owen with his shirt off. I think women would have had a better time just gratuitous shots of him with his shirt off
Oh yeah.
than focusing on these guys.
Little kid is clearly into dinosaurs and you think he's really smart.
They try to characterize him as like smart and nerdy, like that's the planet posters, the dinosaurs. They never really managed to do that successfully in my book. He's just whiny and a little bit geeky, but
But he never uses that
yeah, they never
to drive the story. He never uses his knowledge of dinosaurs.
they wanted to go, oh, he's the nerdy kid that's going to contribute to the film later on, and he's going to find his self-esteem through his contributions. No,
Nothing happened.
He just sort of fell short at geeky and whiny. And then of course we get
Dick bro.
Dick Bro. We call him Dick Bro because that's his role in this film, to be a dick for the first half of the film. And he's a dick to everyone. He's a dick to his girlfriend. He's a dick to his brother. He's a dick to his parents.
Everyone, even the assistant that did nothing.
He's a dick to the assistant. That's this kid's purpose here. Again, I get it, what they were trying to do. They're trying to show an immature teenager who, through a horrible, heart-wrenching experience, learns to value the company of his little brother. But it's overdone.
And it's not well done.
It's done so many times. I think we counted the Dick Bro shots.
Yes.
And we're going to go ahead and just number them and show them really quickly.
I love you.
See you later.
Need you to take care of these. I don't.
Hey,
All right.
listen to your mother.
Lift me up. I can't see.
I'm not Dad. You're not 5.
So many times this movie felt the need to drive it through our skulls that this kid is a dick.
And he pretty much stays that way until one magical, out of the blue, pivotal moment. But then there's no character
All right, there's a
development.
point you have to grow
Right.
up.
I wouldn't so much call it character development, as I call it character tortilla flipping. He went from the light side to the dark in 2 seconds flat. He went from being annoying Dick Bro to being annoying supportive bro. I don't know which one's worse. I think I would have stuck with Dick Bro.
Yeah, because the second one is just so cheesy and dorky and pointless.
Side comment, why are they playing why are they playing Christmas music? You just paid thousands of dollars in royalties that you did not need to and that did nothing for your film. The Christmas theme is not brought back. I mean, I'm sure the director in his mind, was like, well, Christmas says family and this family is going to come together through this ordeal. You shouldn't have used Christmas music. And of course we get this
Emotional family moment.
you get that whole run joke. And between the opening shot of the Indominus in his egg and this joke by the mom, you've essentially encapsulated the entire film, which is that kids will be chased by the Indominus. And, this next part, when they meet the aunt, what to us, again, is just failed, characterization. Am I using that word right? I'm going to keep on using it. And they meet this aunt, right, who's supposed to hang out with them, and she doesn't.
Yes, but she hasn't seen them in 7 years, and they said that Dick Bro had 2 more years left before he went off to college. So he's, 16 years old, and the little kid is, 13 years old?
11?
If you take 7 years away from both of their lives, they were tiny as kids, but they sort of seem to resent the aunt for not being with them.
One kid's a dick. I don't think he would care if an aunt hung out with him or not. He just wants to be free. The other kid was 2 or 3 years old the last time he, quote-unquote, saw his aunt. It's unjustified that they resent her. They're trying to drive this point too hard, that this is a dysfunctional family and that she's some kind of irresponsible, inconsiderate aunt. But they're forcing it. It's not natural. It seems contrived. One of the sisters got all the looks. I mean, talk about unfair. I mean, now I know how you feel. Just, looking at me, knowing I got all the looks.
I see you, and I just see this ugly duckling, and I just think, God, my brother's so damn ugly.
All right, people don't want to hear our family feud. The point is, god damn, these sisters do not look alike at all. I feel bad for one of them, 'cause the other one, the bomb. But anyway, so these kids decide to go off trail, right? Because YOLO. And they have this insipid brother moment where one of them says he can't jump and the other one convinces him he can.
Even though they're being chased by a giant-ass dinosaur.
If that thing was 30 feet behind me, I don't even imagine there would be a kid on Earth that would doubt jumping. But they do. And they jump, and he comes out of the water. And the bigger brother says, oh, you jumped. And I see what they're trying to do.
I don't. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be mean. But yes, maybe they're trying to make this pivotal moment where the kid is uncertain of whether he has the strength to do it or whatever the hell it is they're trying to do. Was he afraid of the water? Was he not sure of himself?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
Like why?
There needed to be some kind of a moment prior to this that supported that line, as if this kid's afraid of heights, or they had some other experience where, the metaphor of jumping was used. But no, the line is thrown out there, out of the blue. Dick Bro is gone. A single scene was all it took to get this kid all the way to the other side of his development, and we're not buying it. We're not vested in these kids at all, and
It's too fast. It's not organic.
we can go through all these other points. Sappy Bro moment 1.
You jumped.
Here, go take this.
Are you okay?
So that's pretty much what the relationship is reduced to the rest of the film.
No contribution.
Right, if you think about Jurassic Park 1, which is of course our reference for all of this, the nerdy girl, she contributes. She knows Linux, if y'all remember, and she actually helps open up some gates or close them. I forget which one it was, but she has a part to play in solving the problem that is, getting out of the park alive. In this case, the kids really don't contribute. Again, they are a plot device. They're just a way to justify Claire. There's our bombshell actress running around the forest being chased by giant creatures. It's just a way to get her involved. There you go. That's what we have to say about these kids. So we're not going to spend more time on them because too much time was spent on them already. Speaking of character development and lack thereof, let's go to Owen and Red. With Red, I appreciate the effort. They really went out of their way to represent her as a controlling, cold, calculating, anal woman, right? Mm-hmm. And that's good. That's fine. My problem with that would be it's overdone.
Clearly stated lines and dialogue.
Again, we're being spoon-fed this idea. It's like the director is afraid that we won't realize that he had character development. Really, it's like he's terrified that we won't notice this one thing he did, which he's proud of. And so he feels the need to constantly shove it in our face that this woman is the way she is. Well, first of all, let's recap cold ice wench moments.
Well, guest satisfaction is steady in the low 90s.
Right on top of it. Call it off right
You
now.
are not in control here.
You get the idea. Plenty of moments. And then my problem lies, much like the older brother, she has a single moment.
She changes.
She changed at the snap of a finger, and guess what? She starts feeling, and she sheds a single tear, all the colors of the rainbow, for this dead dinosaur.
It is really sad.
In a heartbeat, she goes from being who she was to being a woman who realizes that she's not in control and that the feelings of these animals matter.
These are animals, and they're not just numbers.
At that point, again, character development ends for this woman. That's it. That's all you can say about her. I mean, sure, she'll kiss Owen a few times, but as far as character development goes, that's it. Not much more can be said as to what this woman learns about herself or the world. Again, I appreciate that they tried to do it.
Trying doesn't mean accomplishing.
Now, on to, the saddest part of the film. Chris Pratt, we like him.
He's an awesome guy.
He's an awesome guy. I mean, nothing bad can be said about him as an actor or a person, except his character is flat.
He starts being an awesome guy, he continues to be an awesome guy, and he ends up being an awesome guy.
Right.
That's all. He's just all around awesome.
He's flawless. Really, no flaws are pointed out. He learns nothing. He
Discovers nothing
he
about
discovers
himself.
nothing. I mean, we know he's in touch with animals and nature, but that's not enough to give him depth. That's his character, and he gets taken nowhere. Of course, there's plenty of moments where he gives us this sort of crocodile Dundee wisdom horse whisperer, Cesar Milan's insights into the brains of animals.
Echo. Here is Delta. This one's called Blue. She's the beta.
Who's the alpha?
You're looking at him, kid. Stand down.
And so on and so forth. So we get the idea. He is the complement to Red, which I guess they try to justify the romantic relationship through that. Opposites attract is, I guess, what they were trying to go for here.
But he doesn't change at all in the entire movie. Not that I want him to stop being awesome, but maybe...
Point is disappointing. The character development is just really not there in this film. And the one place where they did do it, again, the brothers, we did not care enough for the characters for it to be worthwhile seeing.